All right, on a weekly mastermind call we had recently, in the same night, also a weekly Wicked Smart sit down. So let me first explain these. We have a weekly mastermind call for all our associates where, frankly, each week is different. We dive into scripts sometimes. We'll show them a deal we just did as a team because I think it's important for them and you to know that we're in the trenches, literally, every single week. So as new things come up, like questions from sellers, deals, we bring it to the next call. And I say that with a big caution to all of you watching this video, that there are mentors and educators out there right now on YouTube that you probably stumbled upon the same day you stumbled upon this, that are great marketers, but two things are happening right now. And I'm going to be as blunt as I can because it's to protect you. Number one, they don't have experience in the field through different market cycles. And that's super important because we're going through another cycle now. And when you go to lean on someone for advice, you need to lean on someone that is not new money. I didn't coin this. Someone on a podcast did when they interviewed me. New money is post-2008. If they're post-2008, please run. Just protect yourself. It's not worth it. There's plenty of people out there that have done a lot more market cycle experiencing than that, and you need them. Okay? That's our team, but we're not the only one. Secondly, that's important, but have they done, the people you're listening to, it's important who you let in, right? Have they done deals this year? Why don't you just ask them, how many deals do you do? You're teaching, you're coaching, you're selling me stuff, but have you done deals? Super important. So sorry for the rant there, but I just don't want you to get caught up in the weeds, and there's a lot of them out there. All right, so on the Wicked Smart sit down that we run every week for free at 4 o'clock for you, for all of you, we showed our deal a couple weeks ago, our most recent Payday 3 cash out. It started as an owner financing deal. It's probably somewhere on these deal structure videos. And it was a 4-year deal originally with $1,500 monthly principal payments going to the owner who had a 15-acre property, a tennis court, gorgeous house. But he got divorced. His kids were in their 20s. I remember going to see him like it was yesterday. I think it was like 15 or 16, 2015 or 16. And we did the deal. Took a while to get the deal to fruition because he went through 3 attorneys that told him not to do it. To the point where I finally just kept ignoring him like 6 months at a time, and he'd come back. And I kept saying, hey, Bob, they work for you. Newsflash. Okay? They're your attorney. Tell them you're comfortable with us and you want to do the deal. They don't pay your bill and maintain that 15-acre property. I'm going to the second we do this deal. That literally is what I said, how blunt. Finally, we got a deal done. Now, during COVID, the good thing about these videos with us is we give you the good, the bad, the high profit, the low profit. During COVID, we were about 2.5 years into this deal, maybe 3, and we got the tenant from you-know-where. They were a professional, no good, lying, fraudulent tenant. I'm not exaggerating. And our person who filled the house, because we went from a rent-to-own buyer who defaulted to a college rental, which was very lucrative because I've done a lot of that in the Massachusetts area, to then saying, well, you know what, right before COVID, we didn't know, well, let's just rent it out until the market comes back a little bit. Let's not sell it right now. We could have and did okay. Well, this is where we stumbled into the wrong realtor who put the wrong tenant in our house. And we finally got him out about 6 months ago, and we were able to go ahead and sell it and realize a Payday 3. When we did that, I want to show you the settlement statement here. Maybe I'll just blow it up for you because there's nothing really to learn here other than we owned this house. We finally spun out of it. And I want you to see, as I pull it up, the bottom left-hand corner, because that's where the truth is. Numbers don't lie. And the bottom left-hand corner is going to show you the profit that was distributed to us. Literally, this happened last Thursday. $175,000 hit our account. Now, I'm not saying that to say, look at us. And from a disclosure standpoint, I'm not saying that to say this will be your every deal. It won't be. What I am saying is a few things here. Number one, there were a bunch of headaches on this house. But even still, it probably, over the course of the whole deal, we probably profited about $250,000 through all those methods I told you we toyed with, because it's important for you, we'll show you, how to pivot and move and groove through every market and every challenge. That's what we do best. But even though we had those challenges, and it cost us somewhere out of pocket around 25 grand, 250 minus 25 is not a bad number, and on this payday was most of it was $175,000. So that's just a little bit of a case study for you. However, there's a bigger lesson here. There are people in our community now cashing out Payday 3s. What does that mean? That means they've been in the community for at least 2 years, but more so typically 3 and 4 years. During COVID, for example, this house, I asked the seller for an extension twice. And it was granted to us twice. Why? Well, our agreements are masterfully set up by our attorneys. They're in Module 11 of our QLS home study course. And in our agreements, I'm going to give you my layman's kind of basic comment on this. It allows us to renegotiate very easily with our seller, because one of many things I said to Bob was, that's his real name, hey Bob, we got a guy from you-know-where in the house. He's just awful. And it's COVID. And we're going to take a little time to get him out. I'm going to keep paying you because I've had some profit in this house. Don't worry about that. But I need an extension for the balloon. Or I can give you the house back if you want. Now, what seller wants their house back during COVID with a bad tenant in it? I didn't think he would. He said, no, Chris, I don't want it back. I'll give you an extension. What do you need? A year. We had to ask him that twice. And then we cashed this out last week, and he's happy as a clam. So I want you to understand that the longevity in our community is pretty cool because you have these threes coming out. Now, here's what's important for you personally. Why is this important to you? When you come in the community and you learn how to create 3 paydays at will, you will start to stack up your payday 1s for your immediate money, your payday 2s so that you and your family are paying your bills just simply by running these homes. To create 2, 3, 4, eventually 5, 6 grand a month in cash flow. Ours is up to well over 20 or 30 and it stays there. That helps pay the bills and it helps create buffers for situations like this that might come up. Third, you start to put on a chart, if you will, Excel spreadsheet, on paper if you want, on a whiteboard is what I used to do. These projected paydays of 30 grand, 50 grand, 175 grand. You start putting these on a chart and they go 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. You start to create a lifestyle that's predictable, that you can then say to yourself or your family, hey, you know what? We've accumulated like 1 million or 1.5 million in these payday 3s. Let's take some time. Let's take like 90 days off. Let's go travel. Whatever it is that you like to do, let's hang out and do a staycation. Fact is, it's predictable. So I can't wait for you to get your toe wet here. I hope this gets you thinking about what you can create in any market. This market in particular will create millionaires faster than any other market has in our community. The question will be, will it be you? That's all. I'm happy to share with you how, what, when, where, and why, and put you in the mix. You just got to raise your hand. You probably heard me saying it, and if not, if you knew, life does reward action. All you got to do is step forward and say, yeah, let's go. Where this all starts for all of our associates is a simple home study course called QLS. And in that, you get all the stuff I'm referring to, and you get us on your shoulders to help you. Just go to smartrealestatecoach.com/QLS, or let the market keep doing its thing, watch others profit forever, and keep watching for free. That's okay too. Hope to see you soon.